Greetings and welcome everyone to an all-you-can-geek Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Ahoy!
and Tony Kokonakis.
Yo!
Welcome guys, welcome listeners, welcome viewers. We are live right now, Twitch Tuesday nights 8 o'clock. Please join us for these broadcasts. If you can't, everything's over on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we get that subscribe button hit, please. It helps us out. And a like. Give us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Okay. This episode of the Gamecast, we have a bit of a topic for you guys. It is closing out the last generation of games. Actually, last generation. So it's Xbox One, but we're not covering that tonight. We're doing PS4. So we're going to close out the PS4 of our top games of that generation. And there were some, obviously, crossovers possibly. This will be third party or first party. We're going to get into that shortly. I have a little bit of news. Anything played-wise you guys like to talk about real quick? I don't really have anything myself. I tried to play Marvel Rivals, and I couldn't. I had to download an update, and I only had like 2 hours to play the game. Because only 2 hours free, and I'm like, there's an update. And I'm like, there's an hour.
Oops.
So I started watching the show, and I never went back to it. So
Okay.
it didn't download in the background, and I'm annoyed.
Interesting. I actually took a little trip to GameStop since the local one closed. So I went to one in a mall 20 minutes away. It's kind of hard to get to. So I brought a bunch of gift cards. Turns out I had like $280 of gift cards there. So I wanted to get something. And they tried to sell me the Switch too. I didn't do it. It was there, but I didn't do it. So instead, I gave in to my friend Ryan and bought Monster Hunter Wilds.
Whoa. Okay.
So I've started to play that. I don't know what I'm doing. He's going to try to guide me, Ryan, through this. But it's it's basically boss rush the game, so it's not like.
And then you can get
bad.
some chocobos later on.
Yeah, we'll see. The story is absolutely ridiculous. It's so silly, but whatever, it's fine. It's not like unwatchable like some bad ones are. It's just kind of funny how bad it is in some ways, but I like it better than I thought, but I still don't really know what I'm doing. Like the nitty
What
gritty.
weapon did you pick?
I don't. I'm doing longsword right now.
Oh yeah, right, nice. That's what I did.
Okay, so we'll see.
The right pick.
We'll see. I mean, it's taking a while to learn anything, so I'm not going to change at this point. I went in a bit, but another one of these games of this year that was real big that I'm catching up too late. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm hoping that Metal Gear shows up Friday for me because I ordered it on Best Buy, and I don't know if it's going to be here. You never know with them if it's going to be here on the day of release or
Why don't you just do
because I'm
store
off
pickup?
Friday.
Yeah, I was confused by that. I thought that was.
I didn't want to go all the way to Rockaway.
But it's
Oh,
not.
I don't know how far away it is for you. I don't know.
It comes out on Thursday though, the 28th, right?
Mhm.
So like I should have it that day. My goal was to get it, install it, do this update stuff, and then be ready Friday to play the game because I'm off Friday, so I can actually enjoy the game. And I hope so.
I will.
That
See, I
sounds
will
like
probably
a
go.
mistake.
Go.
Who knows?
I know.
I'll probably go back to that GameStop because I have so much credit to get that when it's out.
Last time this happened, I think I went and bought the game from Walmart, and then I returned the sealed one. That's what I did. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So I did. But I had $10 in rewards to spend, so I got it $10 cheaper. But Tony, anything for you game wise?
Nothing notable. No, nothing new.
Corey?
Yeah, nothing really notable.
Yeah, same. Well, hopefully we'll talk about some Metal Gear next week. Got a little bit of news to cover real quick, just some housekeeping stuff, some cool stuff we're going to get into shortly, and then the topic. So first, let's kick it off with a revived publisher reveal. New surprises, exclusive content, Acclaim Showcase announced coming September 10th. Acclaim, folks. Do you remember them? I don't even know.
I remember
Do the
Acclaim.
newest generations know what Acclaim was? Because
They don't. No.
it's been dead for how long?
Newest generation doesn't play video games, so who cares? Let's not talk to them.
They play Fortnite. Who's playing Fortnite?
They play
Someone's playing
Roblox,
Fortnite.
and now it's getting canceled.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool. What are we getting? They were all licensed games, most of them, weren't they? Acclaim?
Yeah,
A lot of them.
I think
A lot of them are.
I played a lot. I mean, I'm sure I could find a lot of old things
Like,
like behind me that have a
Like,
little.
are we getting an
Acclaim
NBA
rainbow
Jam?
thing on it.
Like, how are they gonna do NBA Jam? You know what I mean? Like, how they gonna do?
license?
They
No,
had
that's
a
what I'm saying, like,
recent-
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we gonna
Right,
get?
Why are we
NBA
even talking? Like,
Jam.
why are we even talking about it? Like, sure, good for them.
Yeah.
Like, they announced they got
Yeah.
rights to like 5 games. I look at them like, yeah, I guess I remember those. Like, this is like the whole like Atari thing being revived, quote unquote, a couple of years ago. I never. Did they even release that fucking piece of shit thing that they were talking about, the hardware or whatever? I don't think they did.
No, I think
it fucking doesn't matter. Doesn't
But
matter.
Let's tie that in. Let's tie it in. Let's tie that comment in, Tony. So Best Buy has listed the ROG Xbox Ally.
Oh,
yeah, no pre-orders yet, and the prices that came out for it were the Ally was going to be $550, and the Ally X was going to be $900 for a handheld gaming device.
I heard they went up.
And I heard that was pulled down, yes, because they were not sure about pricing. It has to go up. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So I'm guessing 600 and probably 950 is what's probably going to happen. Dead on Arrival? I mean, were they ever going to be that big anyways? Yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. Were they ever going to be big anyways? But
no.
I mean, look, I love the little Steam Deck stuff. I think the Steam Deck's a great device, but then look at the value of that. It's so much cheaper. So it's
right. Exactly. This is what Corey and I were saying. Like, who's this market for?
And you can't even play the games natively, like the Xbox games natively on this thing.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. You can't, and Windows really bogs this thing down. That's for me. Like, my holdout now is going to be hopefully if they do a Steam Deck 2. I really would love to see a Steam Deck 2. Like that, I would jump on. But I just don't know.
Microsoft has paid so much money for them to make this, and these people are like, sure, I'll just take your money. We don't, whatever.
Yeah,
this is the Alien of this is the Alien of consoles there, Corey?
Yeah, I'm exactly.
Was Alien Isolation? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Marine. It was the Marine one.
Colonial Marines.
Colonial Marine. That was the one.
Isolation's a good one. Colonial Marines is the one I had to play because I lost a bet.
Yes. So that didn't make you.
I did complete that game though. So
I made you because you lost a bet.
I know. I know.
And let's end the news on a good note. Silksong finally had a premiere. Coming September 4th, much sooner than we expected. What do you think, Tony?
These
finally,
fuckers, man. These
finally,
fuckers. Like, it's been years of radio science. Like the actual blog. Yeah, I forget how long it's been since they actually posted an update on the blog. Barely showed up in any videos or whatever. And it's like, all right, like maybe we'll get it this year. They keep saying it, maybe. But I mean, I'm not complaining fully because we are getting it. Unlike like GRM, who's says, "Oh yeah, where's a winner? 2024. Where's a winner?"
Yeah,
2025.
This one finally came through.
Yeah,
yes,
like this one finally came through. But
Well,
I'm just
self-sustained hype. They didn't need to say anything. Everyone.
No, they absolutely didn't.
The more hype they got.
I know, absolutely they didn't. But it's just like from nothing to. By the way, releases in 2 weeks. It's like what the fuck? Like,
love it.
Sure, like
it's like a troll. It's like a troll.
I'm not complaining because we're getting it, but like, damn, like. I think they could have done it a bit better. And the thing is, like, Jason Schreier did an interview, and he's like, "So what took so long? Were you guys like in dev hell or anything like that?" They're like, "No, we're just having so much fun, and like we just kept adding stuff to the game." And it's like, bros, like, and like even the artist saying at one point I had to stop because the more I drew, the more things we had to put in the game because it was so cool that I had to literally stop myself from doing anything new. I'm just like, bro, like.
Yeah, the scope creep was
real.
Sounds
like and then he asked,
like
"Do you guys use Jira?" And they're like, "What's that?" And it's like, "Oh my god!" Like, it's only 3 people, so bless them. But
oh man,
a lot of people wish they could not have to use like some time management.
This is gonna do very well for them, though. It's gonna do very well for them.
Yeah, no, I mean it's great that they can afford that because I mean they were doing again this interview with Jason Schreier. He's like, "Yeah, when we were doing the first game." You know, we were we were put all the money we had in this game, and it'd be like sometimes my dad would swing by and like he'd give me $20, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm getting a coffee today or something like that. And this is like, or like they had to rely on their office neighbor to like be like, hey, we had leftover sandwiches from our meeting. Do you want it? And it's like, damn, like from rags to riches, literally. Because I think they revealed the figure they sold 15 million copies of Hollow Knight, which makes it one of the most successful indie titles of all time. Yeah, so good for them. It's crazy now seeing all the indie titles move out of the way. Like every indie title that was in the September, October timeframe just got delayed. Just
well, I think we can afford a little bit more time on to polish this up a little bit.
Yeah, they're just like
do that.
There's like not, and I think one of them was even like, yeah, we're gonna play Silksong ourselves, so you know, whatever. Just
I mean, we'll play this game, sure.
Yeah, and it's just funny to me because it's like imagine you're an indie developer. and like you're making your game for 5, 6, 7 years or whatever like that.
7 years, yeah.
And then it's like, all right, like we're communicating everything we can. Can't get any attention because you're a fucking indie game and you're one of like a million these days. And it's like, okay, we got a target release date. It's September-ish, 2025. That'll be safe, right? Silksong, those fuckers are never coming out, whatever. And it's like, boom, 2 weeks.
PTA's moved out of the way. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
We're good to go, guys.
Like, imagine them like going to, they're like, wow, no Grand Theft Auto 6 this year and no Silksong? This is going to be the best. And now it's like, well,
yeah, people are moving. Yeah.
People are moving.
So.
I mean, even AAA games, I think, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what else is releasing early September, but
yeah,
that's going to be a hard value proposition for a lot of people.
Borderlands.
Yeah, I definitely want to play this one this year. I was never
like
week
after.
I never played a lot of Hollow Knight, but the Silksong hype really has me. I really want to play this one, so I'll be getting into it after I get done with Metal Gear. I should, but I want to play Silksong. It's new.
It's on Game Pass.
It's the new shiny toy, Tony. Like, why would I not play the new shiny toy?
Why wouldn't you play the old shiny toy?
Because you can play the old.
Because that's old. I want to play the new stuff to talk about the new stuff.
It's not out yet.
It'll be out when I'm ready for it. Yeah, I got to beat Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Yeah.
So we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. All right. That's it for the news. Let's get into our topic. PS4 games. Let's close out that generation, folks. Our top games. We did 3 to 5 games. I'm not holding you guys to that. You can come up with your list that you want. Briefly, the conversations about these things. I did 5, and it was tough to cut that 5th spot. Did you put them in any order, guys? Did you actually order them?
I did.
I have a number 1, but other than that, I didn't really think about it.
I mean, I kind of put them in a little bit of order for me, but I'll kick us off on my list. Number 5, this is crazy. This is number 5 for me. Was Final Fantasy VII Remake. The list I have is great. It's basically I put it together quickly because of the amount of hours I put into the games. Like that's how I was attached to these games, but the amount of hours. Final Fantasy VII was a shorter game, but it gave us the greatness that followed, and I had to give it credit because of how good this was to the remake of this game, because it gave us this amazing game following it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm with. It's funny though because it's almost the opposite. Where like I did like it a lot. I mean, I still do.
Yeah.
But because Rebirth came out last year, like it actually put Remake a little bit lower for me because I was like, damn, Rebirth is everything I wanted. That Remake wasn't. So it just missed my list, but.
Yeah. It also did not make mine.
I was changing it as I was talking with you guys because I didn't know what was going to be number 5 for me. But so that was number 5. Tony, what about you?
My number 5, just to draw the excitement in. So for number 5, I went with something that I thought was monumental and shifting the industry a bit for a genre that I think had fallen off for a bit. But it didn't count fully. Since it's a remake, but I felt like I had to give it its due because there's such a good game individually, and it respawned this renaissance that I feel we're in right now with the horror genre, which is Resident Evil 2 remake, because that game is just
that was
like
remake.
Kind of like Final Fantasy VII remake. It's almost like remembering what Resident Evil 2 was like back in the day, and remaking it. Like somehow, in my opinion, they made it better. Like. It would be hard for me to go back to RE2 original at this point, where I'm just like, I think I'd just play remake.
Just get rid of the tank controls, pretty much.
Right,
I still kind of had a little bit. It was, but modern day tank controls.
But it's not
cleaner.
The controls weren't the issue. It was a little bit, but the bigger issue was just the camera angles, because they kept, you'd walk into a room, and that was like a different perspective, and you'd like start running into the walls and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that with remake. But really, they just nailed it out of the park. They streamlined the experience. They brought back all the stuff from the original game. They added new content. It was just awesome. Like, and it did so well that we saw resurgence of pretty much everything else. Silent Hill, Dead Space.
More Resident Evil remakes.
More Resident Evil remakes. Yeah.
We probably get Code Veronica at some point.
Oh, yep. I mean, that's the rumors. We are getting it not next year, the year afterwards.
I mean, that's the one. I'm like, when that comes out, I will finish that game finally.
Yeah. Same with
that. Like, we lost your video.
Off.
Yeah.
Well, everyone dropped out for a second. Was that just me?
That's just you.
Just you.
There you go. Mike, give me your number 5.
Ooh. This was tough because I almost put in another 5, but the opening and the ending of that game kicked it out. You know what I mean? That would be MGS5 as my honorable mention. That was almost 5, but instead I'm going with the Marvel Spider-Man. And everything that was like, I have a couple third-party games, but I feel like the first party gets a little bonus points for me in this ranking, and Spider-Man is just a real solid superhero game with Spider-Man, and it was real clean. It had the best story of the 3 Spider-Man games that we have. By far, really. The others are a little messy. No, I mean, it's just solid and it's fun Spider-Man game. It's hard. You know what it is. It's not. There's not a whole lot to it. But it was a good Insomniac just got the feel of Spider-Man down, and although I still kind of miss the more physics-based web swinging of the older games, but still, this was a good one for sure.
Cool. Corey, you have 3, you said?
I have 5. I didn't know how many we're doing. I had more. I was just like,
Yeah, I did,
how many we were
like
talking
10,
about.
but I cut down to 5. Go on.
I'll give you 5. Horizon would be my number 5, I guess. Like I said, not in any order really, but Horizon Zero Dawn. I think obviously the giant robot dinosaurs helps. I thought that was awesome. They did that. And then the story I thought was very interesting. I really liked the fact that it kind of flipped what you were thinking was happening and like how we got there. Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, so that's cool. Like I liked how the dinosaurs got to be where they are and why they existed in the first place, and then there was like a little mystery going on there with some certain characters and stuff. So it was good. Then traditional Sony type of game though with the gameplay, but I think the universe it built and the characters were very interesting. So
yeah, it's I mean, I'll just go in now. It's on my list too, but I don't really care. It's a little higher for me. It's 2 actually.
Number 2. Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is like when I think of PS4, I think of this game. Like this is kind of like one of the like defining franchises of that series. And yeah, the story was actually good. It was fun to uncover the lore, and it actually kind of delivered on like the promise of its mystery. The dinosaur robots and all that gameplay, I thought it was fun. I sort of, the climbing was not great, and its sequel, which technically did also come out on PS4, fixed a lot of those issues. I kind of lumped them together mentally, which I guess makes the sequel a little lesser when you think about it. But still, this was the new IP in PS4 that like really hit for me. I thought so. It's up there high for me because I was definitely anticipating a sequel, probably more than anything else that was happening that year.
Okay. 4 for me on the list was Persona 5. 4 was number 5. Persona 5 for me was really my first Persona game that I played through, which is crazy. Loved it so much. I mean, you're talking what I put in like 80 hours in that game. Was 60 hours for the playthrough? It's
I think it's closer to 80
a lot.
60, unless you blitz.
I think it's 80.
Definitely closer to 80.
I didn't blitz. So it was an 80-hour game, and I didn't play. The only reason why I didn't start it over again was I was going to wait for the Royale, and I never got back into it after. I shouldn't have waited. I should just replayed it. But I really love this game a lot. I thought it was awesome entry for me. It's like RPG wise, I loved it. Like I said, I never got into the other games, even though I had them. I tried them, and never, for some reason, they just didn't hook me. This style just got me. The style got me. The way that it started was so dark, and like you're like, oh my god, this is bad. Like I gotta do something about this. Like I gotta stop
that first chapter or palace, whatever you want to classify it as. That was like, honestly, in a lot of ways, that was like the peak of the game, but like you didn't realize it at the time.
Could be.
It was my opinion anyway.
I like the the sewer area? What was the underwater area? I thought it was a great area.
All those, like, I mean, I don't think it's a bad part of the game, but like when I think of it in totality, like I can't criticize that first palace like story narrative arc at all. Like that was like 10 out of 10. There we go.
Yeah.
I will say that this would be my number 4 as well if we're doing them in order. Yeah.
This is my number 3, so let's talk about it. But yeah, I mean, I've loved Persona since 3 on the PS2. whenever that
Oh,
fucking was.
when they flipped Persona to this Persona style, 3
Yeah.
was the one that did that, and yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
seeing the series grow from like, because again, this started off as a spin-off to Shin Megami Tensei, which is a super hardcore,
Yeah.
Right.
niche Japanese RPG, and they've have a couple different ones like Digital Devil Saga. There's one coming out. It's a remake of a 3DS game, but seeing the glow up really from like Persona 3, it's like okay, like it got a little more popular. They focus a bit more on the presentation and stylish to go for a certain angle. Persona 4 grew even more popular. I think the Vita version helped with the Persona 4 Golden because that was like one of the system sellers for the Vita.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
Persona
definitely a system seller.
Yeah, it was definitely because that's how I
Golden.
played the original.
Yep.
Yeah, Golden. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what came with mine. Yeah.
And then 5, I think, was just the culmination of like all the hard work they put into that series, where it was just like, wow, this is
And they
like
got a super powerful system to really show off the style and everything.
yeah, well, right, because
got
I mean that's the thing is
fast
like
gameplay,
technically there's an asterisk. There is a PS3 version of the game, but I think it was only released in Japan. I could be wrong on that because this released in 2017, so it's kind of crazy. And I mean we waited like 7 years for like I remember them teasing it, talking about Silksong earlier. Like they have like a teaser image a year for like 7 years in a row. You're like, okay, when are we getting this game? But no, they nailed it out of the park in terms of like story, presentation, quality of life issues. Because again, like in 3, you couldn't even control the rest of your party members. It's all AI. Like it was just like
you cut out there for 3. What'd you say? 3 what?
I said 3 was ridiculous in that you could only
Control yourself.
Control the main character. Yeah. Everybody else was AI.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But
yes.
No, they perfected all the stuff they've learned from the previous games. Introduced a bunch of quality of life stuff, and then just like really nailed it on the presentation, where it's like, that sleek, slick anime style, especially with the UI. I mean, I would say like the UI helped sell that game because like you just see them like I remember seeing people share the videos on Twitter like this is the user interface. Like what the hell? Like what other game has like put that much attention to detail and stuff? So. It was really good. And
the music too, like the music was always fantastic.
Yeah, it was 10s across the board. I think it's still one of the highest rated PS4 games. So,
yeah, that's great. All right, do you want to? We'll come back to you, Corey. Give me your number 4.
I just said my number 4 was.
Oh, that was number 4. I didn't. Yeah,
it was number 3 for me.
That was number 4.
It was number 3 for Tony.
It was your number 4. Your number 3. So you do your number 4 then, and then Mike could do his number 4.
Mine?
Tony.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My 4 was Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, okay.
It was really tough. Again, not to get into it, but like, I feel like with the Sony first party stuff, a lot of it on the PS4 was very samey. Not like exactly, but formulaic, right?
Yeah.
And I really had to think about which one I was like, okay, this was probably the most unique to me. That didn't have the glaring flaws like the other ones. Like I do love Horizon, but the more I think about and I was thinking about this, the more I thought about like the human aspect, like the human comment. I was like, why did they even include this in the game? It should just you take it out and this game would be better. But with Ghost of Tsushima, I didn't feel that way. Where it was like, okay, like you had that rock paper scissors with the stances. You could do the fights. You could do the assassination stuff. The story was a bit cooler in the aspect that it was somebody turning to like a samurai, renown, honor, and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, fuck that. I'll do whatever I have to do to win, right? It's like, I'll play dirty. I'll fight dirty. I'll kill people in cold blood. I don't know. That was just like kind of different than like what I was expecting. So I really appreciate that. I think, because who made this? Sucker? Sucker Punch.
Who made Ghost?
Yeah.
It wasn't Insomniac, so it was the other one. Yeah.
Definitely wasn't Insomniac. But Sucker Punch, I just think the world they made was really beautiful. The open world was pretty good for the most part. I loved how the wind just directed you to different places, or they had the cues like the birds and the foxes and stuff like that. So that was just really cool. Stories are gripping. I guess the weakest parts might have been like the NPCs or like the side quests, but overall, I really enjoyed it. The ending I thought was really cool, and even though, spoiler alert, on it having a divisive ending because you could pick from 2 different choices, much like another game from earlier this year, which we'll be talking about in January, I'm sure. But Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima really
Yeah.
awesome, and I'm waiting. Can't wait for Yote. And that's really what pushed me over the edge.
Yote's
Out of all the sequels, Yote's the only one I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this day one. Because the other ones, I'm just like, I'll play it when I get around to it.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool.
Based off of everybody's ones 5 and 4 so far, and then also Mike gave away his 2, but I feel like I pretty much know everybody's number ones now. I wrote them down here
Do you?
as a
I don't know.
prediction.
Interesting.
I don't think you know. I don't
Okay.
think you do.
I wrote it down, so we'll see.
Well, I will say that game didn't make my list.
Number 4 for you, Mike. Number 4 for you, Mike.
My number 4 is Injustice 2.
Ah,
It's still my favorite fighting game.
I thought that was going to be higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He could have been. Yeah.
it could maybe be like 1 or 2 up, but no, yeah, it's Hobbit.
Nice. I mean, you spent so
just
much
like-
time in that game, and all the
I
add-on
did.
content was.
Oh yeah. No, this is the first game a little bit also, but this is the first game I really got good enough to play online and win more than 50% with a character or two. And then with the it's just also one of the best looking games on the system, and just a big fun superhero fantasy where you can dress them up and change their gear. You can earn gear, and you don't need to worry about the stats. But in the single player stuff, you can make an anti-Kryptonian loadout for Kryptonite and stuff. If you're playing against a certain boss in the single player, where that's something you need to think about. So that was fun too. It had loadouts, it had gear sets, and good story, good cast of characters, and Turtles DLC, so you could have Batman fight the Ninja Turtles. So, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's my favorite fighting game. I know fighting game purists will cringe at that, but screw you guys. So, there,
All right.
here I am. Justice.
Let's see. That was number 4. We have your number 3. My number 3 is Spider-Man. My Sony
That's
Spider-Man.
also my number 3, Jim. So we're right on target here with each other.
Yes, but
except for-
this is my only first party game.
Oh well, there you go.
Interesting.
Yes.
Pretty crazy. Pretty
Spider-Man
crazy.
was a phenomenal game. It's the strongest of the first party games in my opinion of the generation. Ghost was
Really?
great, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think it was. I played this game to death. I played
No, I know,
everything.
but I don't
Like,
think it
it's
was
like-
your game of the year. It came
hours
out.
long.
It was my game of the year. Go back and check. It was my game of the year, 100%. 100% it was my game of the year.
Wow. Go on.
It was my game of the year. Go back and check. But this game was a great game. I played this game the whole game. I did every single side mission. When do I do that? When do I do that?
Well, I mean, when the game is 15 minutes, 15 hours long, you can do that. But yeah.
Well, yeah. But I love swinging through the city. I love the combat was like like Batman. Just took it up a notch even better with the web slinging
First,
mixed in.
but yes.
I liked it, but I thought it was better the way it was done. But yeah, the costumes, unlocking the different costumes, I thought that was really cool. The game it just was a great mark. I obviously 2 was more of a letdown because it wasn't as improved upon as I expected, but this was a great start for it all. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
so
I
awesome.
agree. I'm like again, I'm number 3 for me too. So, not much more to say other than what you guys said. Mike and Jim have already mentioned it. So, just
Yeah.
amazing what they did to bring Spider-Man to the next generation and add everything you want as a Spider-Man player to the game, essentially.
And I still like the first face.
No, yeah, the first phase is best. This I had this on the list momentarily, but then Ghost surpassed it because I was like,
Yeah.
I hated the
that
Mary
fair.
Jane
Go.
sections. I hated the Mary
interesting.
Jane sections so
Yeah.
much. I know they're not even that long, but I hated them. I hated them so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, great game, great game. But it's one of those things where it's like the sequel, because that was one of the few sequels I did get day one. I feel it improved.
Did it sour you?
What?
Did it sour you on the first game, the sequel?
Maybe like, I don't think it maybe soured me, but maybe like I viewed the first one as less impressive now because like gameplay wise and everything, I think the second one is superior, but like the story is just worse in my opinion. And I think we were all in agreement with that. Could be wrong. But it's one of the things where like I need Spider-Man 3 to like be immaculate, right? Because my expectations are even higher. Where I'm like, okay, I get maybe you couldn't do, you know, a 1-to-1 like great, like Spider-Man 2, you know, sequelitis or whatever. But like Spider-Man 3, you had the feedback. You didn't even do DLC for Spider-Man 2. There's no Miles Morales spin-off game or anything like that. So make sure Spider-Man 3 is 10 out of 10.
See, I actually like the gameplay in the first one a little more because it had more of those suit abilities tied to suits, which you didn't have in the second one, and there were more gadgets as well. I just felt like that, and I don't like just flying as Spider-Man.
Oh
which you
yeah, I
do
mean I didn't like
for like
I don't
half
like
the
this.
time into.
I don't like this.
I mean, I think Spider-Man's, yeah, it's a overall better game, in my opinion, as well as Spider-Man 2. And also just the impact when you like it came out and I'm
I mean,
just
the
like,
story was
what?
much
This
better.
is amazing. Like, and then you like, oh, this is more of the same. So
Yeah, exactly. Outside that first sequence where you're like chasing whoever, you're going through the portals, like that was awesome. I was like, and I
Right.
wanted more of that. Where I'm like, oh shit, this cannot be done on the PS4.
Yeah, that was like the high point of that game.
Yeah,
I remember thinking like, all right, here we are, because that was when it used the only, I think, new like stealth tool in that game.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. We're talking about Spider-Man 2
Mm.
now for some reason. Those line launcher things,
Yeah.
and then you were I was thinking, oh, are we going to like see Doctor Strange? We didn't.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe we might.
Yeah.
So I was getting hyped at that point, but that was it for that one.
Yep. So that was number 3's Mike, your number 3?
My number 3, it was the first game that really said, "Oh, this is a PS4 game," that I saw that took it to the next level. It's Arkham Knight, and Arkham Knight is not my favorite in this series, but this is my favorite series, and also with the benefit of DLC fixing one of its biggest problems in my view, which is its poor challenge room variety. DLC fixed that enough, so it's up there for me still. It's still like at the moment the definitive sort of Arkham experience if you want to go back and replay all the old challenge rooms because they're all in there in packs. Some of them are free too, and the most fleshed out gameplay. Although you can pick and choose, some things are different with the older ones that you might like more. But no, the full, Gotham City graphically, people always go back to it. This game came out like 8 years ago. Now it's like 10 years ago, I think. Just how it looks better than a lot of newer games, and the Arkham combat and the stealth really was at its best. I think in this game you had the most tools and could do a lot of crazy things.
best game that they've made, Rocksteady.
Well, I think the other two older games are better than this one, but
I said the last. Sorry, the latest.
I could latest. I see. Okay.
The fun.
So yeah, it's not my favorite in the franchise, but that's my favorite franchise. I don't.
And it's
like
the only
tank
one.
stuff.
Well, it was the only one on PS4 too, right? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I don't like the tank stuff, and keeps it from being higher on this list.
Fair.
The story is not quite as good as the previous two games either, but still a great, Arkham experience. Like you said, the last good thing Rocksteady has done.
Yeah.
Guys, we
Forever,
swear
probably.
the Arkham Knight isn't Jason Todd.
Yeah, I don't care about that really. Like, it was.
Yeah, I
was
mean,
a
it was
silly.
stupid to say it wasn't. Like that was just dumb. Like we all knew. Come on. Anyways.
Yep. Number twos. Okay, so when I said there wasn't another first party game on this,
Oh.
I lied. I was lying. Just trying to throw Corey off of his list. I put Uncharted 4 is my
Wow, interesting. I
I
did not
didn't
expect that. I didn't see that.
That's like a solid 8 for me. Like that's.
Oh
Like,
my
I went back through the
gosh.
list. So I went back through
this is
what?
good.
What the?
Oh my gosh, this was a great game.
It's a good game, sure.
It's a
It's solid 8.
It's a good game.
What would you think I would have liked more, Corey? What would you think I would have liked more?
I'm not gonna say anything yet.
I'm not
But
gonna
I'm
I know
just
what
The
your,
Last of Us-
I think I know
The
what your
Last of
number
Us-
one is.
The Last of Us was on PS3. I played it on PS3. Remember, it was shitty. It was
No, I know. I'm not counting The Last of Us. That's not a PS4
so,
game.
In my opinion, Ghost of Tsushima was great, but I don't know why. This was the finale of Nathan Drake's story. I thought it was a great story that we got. I thought it was really well done. Great closure of a game. It's weird to have a fourth game to
Secret
close
Brother? You like Secret Brother?
Yeah, I thought it was.
After
I thought it was a great story.
like that
You know,
story?
Sully, One More Time. Like I really enjoyed the whole One More Time run for that game. Like I thought it was a fantastic. When I went go through the games that came out on PS4. I went through the games and I was like, you know what, this one this one is the one that I really
Okay.
want more of. In
No,
this
I'm
universe.
fine, fair. I'm not trying to say
be
you're
like-
wrong or anything. This
No,
is
no,
your
I was
list.
like-
Jim.
I was
I'm just-
surprised. I was
yes,
surprised.
yes.
I was surprised. I was
Yes.
like, oh damn,
Yeah.
I did not see that one coming.
Was it perfect gameplay wise? No, I've got complaints, but that's about it.
Okay.
You know,
But
I think the
Uncharted
story
4 is
itself-
probably like 9 or 8 on mine. I still like that. I like the game
it's
too.
around too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
what was
it
your
too.
number 2 then,
Like
Corey? I know we gotta go back to Tony here, but what was your number 2?
My number 2 is God of War.
Oh,
God of
yeah.
War was one of like
That's
I was
my
like,
number
this-
one.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
God of War, like it rewired my brain on God of War. I thought God of War was just really, just whatever game, and
Yeah.
the gameplay, the father-son mechanic that Sony loves to do. They did it really well here. I think it was a great.
They made it matter in this game.
Yeah, and like he
actually
was
like a
useful. Like he actually
Yeah.
did things for you. Like it felt good, and it felt like I felt like a Viking. Like even though this is God of War from the Greek mythology, but you felt like a Viking destroying these Norse gods, and it's like it just felt really good. Like doing the things, going through, and like the combat, the throwing the axes, the upgrade trees, just the characters, everything about the game. I felt like they nailed what reimagining God of War was going to be on a next generation system, and it was my game of the year that year, and I thought it was yours, Jim. So that's what
No, I mean it's. I guess
I was trying to go
no,
back and look. I was like, wait, I thought I don't remember.
No, Spider-Man was my game of the year. There's no doubt.
Okay.
That was the same.
There's no
year.
doubt in my mind.
It was the same year.
It was the same year. I go back.
Oh,
Go back.
God.
I was
If
just
I'm
trying to.
going back, I'm
We'll
not
find out.
remembering
We'll find out
straight.
later.
When I was looking at the list, I remember God of War. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but I had to put Uncharted 4 there because I was like, I love the whole.
You know what
closeout
I'm saying? I'm just surprised because I thought
Yeah.
going back, I thought like you were very high on God of War as well. So
I did like it a lot. I
Must
remember
have-
that.
Maybe you were
But
confused with me.
after it
Yeah,
ages,
might
like
be, yeah.
this is post. It's aged now in our heads.
Yep.
Age-wise, looking at lists, I'm like, that was the Uncharted. I went back more fondly on Spider-Man, Persona 5, Final Fantasy Remake. Had to make the list because of my reasons.
Okay.
Tony, your number 2?
Let me go after Mike because I think my number 2 is your number 1.
Well, his God of War was number 1.
Well, you'd be.
well, no, he's talking
number two.
yours, Jim.
Oh, my.
No.
My number
what was
1
Mike's number 2?
Is your number 2?
What was Mike's number 2?
My
Horizon.
number 2 was Horizon.
Oh, your number 2 is Horizon. Okay,
We talked about his-
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, sorry, getting mixed up.
Horizon. Yeah.
All right, so wild shot, but my number 2 is Near Automata.
That's a good one. It didn't make my list, but that was close. Oh, that was so good.
Damn. All right.
That was like because it was on my pre-cuts. That was on my pre-cut list.
Wow.
So
Okay. Interesting. So
that was the one swapping. That was swapping in and out of 5.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what
Gotcha.
Jim's number 1 is now. I wrote down something different.
It's very
so-
simple. You guys are both gonna be like, "Oh shit, that's right." What game did we play the most hours upon? Huge.
Rocket
PS4
League,
and
I
Xbox
don't-
One era.
Well, I mean,
Rocket
this.
Rocket League is an honorable mention for me.
Anyway, I'm going to talk
I was
about
trying to think. Yeah.
Near Automata.
Let's go Near
Keep talking about
Automata,
your
man.
Nier, 'cause
Let's
Nier,
do it.
Nier deserves some limelight here. Go for it.
No, that game really flipped the script again. Kind of like Persona again, where like the first game, I didn't even play that one because I was just like, they changed the marketing for it. They changed the main character to make it different for out west. But Nier Automata was just amazing. They got Platinum Games to do it, which at the time they were an amazing studio.
Getting their games canceled by Microsoft.
Yeah, getting games canceled by Microsoft. Square Enix and Yoko Taro are like, hey, I need to make a new video game on Nier. Let's do this. So you get the crazy, weird writing sci-fi of Yoko Taro. You get Platinum Games, action RPG experience, graphics, and it's just awesome. Like, again, just the combination of story, gameplay, graphics, visuals, audio, the music is just.
The music was so good.
Yeah, I mean the soundtrack.
And what an
was
ending
amazing.
too. What a way
Yeah,
to do
and
an ending.
that's really the thing is because
too.
there are so many endings, but like the true ending or the final ending, like that still lives rent free in my head. Where I'm just like,
yeah,
damn,
that was good.
Like, and it's one of the
that's amazing. Like the impactful part of the game.
No, it is
boom,
like
you just remember
it's
this
so
one.
impactful, and again, it's just one of those things that can only be done in a video game medium. Like it can't be replicated by a movie, it can't be replicated by a book. It's literally something that is unique to video games. That's why I hold it in such high esteem, and is again one of those things where I'm like, part of me wants a sequel, but part of me is like, you know what, I'm fine with that. Like just having it be its thing, and then just fucking off.
Okay. Let's see. We're number one's. Mike's was God of War.
Yeah, mine was God of War. I'll say a little more about it, just
Go ahead.
because for me, like, what made it sing a little more, like, I like that it has sort of that Metroidvania type stuff that the Arkham games had. So it had that other itch, like the little puzzly, light puzzle stuff that was fun too. But also, you don't really need to engage with the gears until you do the hard like end game stuff. Like I killed all the Valkyries in that game, and at that point you need to like actually figure out your build, which adds a whole new layer to it. And you also need to do that to go to like Nilhelm, the one like that gas place, and unlock all that stuff. So I went deep into this game, and engage with all the systems, and I just wanted to find stuff to fight. The feel of that Leviathan axe, is one of the best feeling weapons in games, I think, and I just wanted to find things to fight over and over. The only criticism I would have is like the normal enemies, the variety is a little lacking. I think they fixed that a bit in the newer one, but yeah, I think like it just did everything right. It felt like that game for the most part. So that's my number one for that console.
My number one was the game I spent the most amount of hours upon in the previous generation of games. Bought booster content. It is a hated sequel. It is Overwatch.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, I know you can go ill all you want, but you forget at its prime how amazing that game. You can hate it all you want. I spent the most hours. That's the last competitive shooter I have.
No, based off your criteria, I get it.
But like what you just said about like these other games falling off since then.
You better get into
how's that not applying to Overwatch? I guess
because when I went through the list, I'm like, I put the most amount of hours in that game.
Is that your is that your only requirement?
No, yeah, but that means I got the most enjoyment out of the generation.
The most hours I put in was for Fallout 4, by the way.
But you hate games. You hate play games. Like I don't.
No, I didn't hate that game. I liked that game. I liked that more than probably anyone else here. But
probably. I never played it.
I think it's a top 5 game.
Anyways,
it's a good game. I liked it.
Overwatch was the number one.
I don't know why I can't find our games of the year 2018. Like I don't know why.
I'm gonna look it up after this. I'll find it. But
yeah, I've been like scrolling.
I have it written down someplace.
Look, to be I thought about Overwatch.
I chose that game for game of the year that year. I remember that. I didn't. I'm not giving that a multiplayer only game.
You're talking like 200 some odd hours. I mean, you're talking like.
Yeah, I mean, I put tons of hours.
I loved every bit. I wouldn't have played it if I wasn't enjoying. I played competitively.
No, I'm not.
I get it.
It's videos, fine.
Strategies.
We acknowledge the game was good back in 2018. Yes.
Yeah. And so it's still the generational game. Like it really is for me. Like that is still that PS4 generation game. And I played it on PS4. Did not play it on Xbox.
No, that's fine.
And I just.
Okay. No, I totally got that wrong. So.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's my number one. Tony, what's your number one?
My number one. Pretty easy if you know me.
We'll never get more content for it.
Yeah, we will never get more content for this.
I couldn't put this.
But it's got to be Bloodborne.
Of course.
That to me was just. I never really cared. Like I tried Demon's Souls when it came out on PS3, and I was just like, nah, fuck this. It's too jank. It's like way too jank.
Yeah.
And then Dark Souls, like I think Dark Souls 1 came out, and I was like, nah. But then I realized like. He was home for a holiday break, and I was home for a holiday break, and he had his PS4. He's like, dude, just try this game. I was like, I didn't really care for Demon's Souls. He's like, I guarantee this is way better. So I try it out, and I just get like hooked because, first of all, the gothic Victorian like horror setting was just way cooler. I was like, oh shit, like okay, this is an interesting thing. And then just the story where it's like starts out as like you're this hunter, you pass through this town, and there's mysterious like beasts that people are hiding from, and then you're trying to hunt them, and then just you slowly peel away the layers, and then all of a sudden it's like Cthulhian horror and like cosmic shit. It's like, wait, what the fuck is going on? But just the combination like between the bosses, the gameplay, the lore, like it's amazing. Like the only shortcomings is like the hardware held it back, and they never released a PS4 Pro patch for it, and it's locked to that fucking console because Sony apparently can master everything else. But they can't release a fucking remaster and or port of Bloodborne.
We get multiple versions of other games.
Yeah.
We can't get a single version of this one to come out again. No, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I wanted to put it on there, but I didn't play enough of it. I only play
No,
like a few hours, so
no,
it's like that's not enough time.
I totally get that, and that's the thing. Is like I mean I can still play that game again, but like
I could play it.
if you have played like any of the other games afterwards, it's so hard to go back to like. I had a friend. She went from
Oh no,
Elden Ring.
Oh, and it went backwards.
It went
Oh,
backwards.
no.
And I remember the first time she died to a boss, and it spawned her like because back then if you die, you don't get
You have to
spawned
start
right
all
outside
the
the
way.
boss
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
You get spawned like a 2, 3, maybe 4 minute walk/run away, where there's clearly enemies that can fucking kill you again. So good luck getting your blood back because that was or souls, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that added to the frustration and tension in the game because it's like, well, not only did you die, you have to make it back to the boss, and you don't have a flask that just automatically refills. Your health recovery items are consumables, so if you run out, you got to go stop your progress and go farm some more, and yeah, try not to waste them. Like it's just straight up like if you like have a bad run, it's like I don't even waste my healing items. I'm just gonna die. Just I acknowledge this was a bad attempt. Just die. True Elden Lords. Conquer this
If
game.
they ever remade it, I'd do it. I'd give it a
Yeah?
shot.
Yeah, you would?
Yeah. I'll make the statement on this podcast. If they
Because
remake this
they'll
game,
have the quality of life
Remade
improvements you need.
yes.
No.
If they remake
No,
this
they
game,
won't. No. I fucking hope they don't. They better not.
No.
I'm a
I
purist.
think they would, but we'll see. They'll have the purest mode. I'll just play my mode.
No, because they didn't do that for
the Elden Lord
They didn't
mode.
do that for Demon's Souls.
No,
The
they didn't.
remake.
They didn't.
They
That's
didn't.
true. Yeah.
You won't.
Well, they're not doing
Corey.
anything, so.
Corey,
Yeah.
your number one game.
I mean, I think you guys know probably. It's The Last of Us 2.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, Last of
played
Us 2 is
Yeah.
obviously Last of Us was a monumental game for Sony and Naughty Dog kind of propelled them forward. Even though Uncharted was very popular, I think Last of Us kind of brought them to like, oh, these guys are top players and they're gonna be like a AAA studio that has to be like that. Any game they put out, you're gonna have to keep an eye on. And Last of Us, again, we just talked about it. They just kept putting it out. We got more Last of Us, first Last of Us, on new consoles and stuff before we even got Bloodborne or anything. But Last of Us 2, that was a very decisive game to make. It was something that like I don't think anyone necessarily wanted at first. I didn't want it. I'm sure you guys didn't want it. Like the ending of The Last of Us really cemented the fact that you can make a game and just have it be its own thing, and then let the players decide how that game's future, those characters' futures will be, because you will never live up to what you've built up in your head for the fan. So making it was very interesting. And so you could even say it took courage if you want to do the Apple. But
the old Apple courage.
I think they did a great job of building up the character and making a decision that was very upsetting to a lot of people.
Yeah. Yep.
But the character that you spend the game with for half the time that you knew from the first game, Ellie, was really cool to see the emotional swings. The emotions it made me feel was like the most out of any game that generation, of like ups and downs and different, like I want this to happen or I want that to happen, and then flipping the script where now you have to play as the villain or antagonist, and you're like, why am I doing this? And putting those emotions into you and making you feel those different things. And so it's very manipulative of how it makes you feel, but for me in a good way, where I was like enjoying the whole time. And I think that the way they crafted the story was very good, and the gameplay was obviously just more Last of Us, but even more brutal in a way, and looked better, played better. So yeah, it was the pinnacle of the PlayStation 4 for me, gameplay and story wise. And I think the ending of it was still like I still think about it, and I'm curious to see if they do more. Which again, they don't need to do more. I'm excited that they're doing something else, but
they definitely will.
it was great.
They definitely will.
Yeah, they will. So
Yeah.
All right, and that's our list
Well,
of PS4
this was my
generation.
prediction. I can't read it, but I had Tony as Bloodborne, obviously. Mike, I had you at God of War. But I actually thought you were going to say Spider-Man is your number one, because I thought you were going to flip-flop with God of War. I thought God of War was going to be on your list, so I was wrong about that.
All right. So that's our games that define PS4 to us. That's the generation.
All four different number ones. So
Yeah,
that's nice.
we will do an Xbox one at some point. We'll bring that out to you guys. It'll be interesting to talk about that one because that's far fewer first party options.
Yeah.
But we will do that at some point. So stay tuned. We hope you enjoyed this episode, folks. Once again, Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Please join us for these broadcasts. We have a lot of news we cover. YouTube has all the content though, so you can watch it all over there over and over again. So be sure to subscribe so you know when we post. We will see you guys next week. We are out.